거참 누가 한국말이 쉽다고 했던가요? 알면 알수록 어려운 하지만 그래서 재미있는 우리말 정말 달라. And of course we have our one and only 김다혜님 here in the studio. 안녕하세요.
Happy Friday. 안녕하세요.
Happy Friday. Of course, it's a segment where we talk about the such differences and difficulty when it comes to translating English to Korean, Korean to English. I mean, 언어에는 그 문화도 포함이 돼 있기 때문에 엄청 어려울 수도 있지만 today we're going to take a look at some terms, some idioms and expressions related to animals.
That's true. Do you like animals?
I do love animals.
I do love animals too.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I was able to, you know, raise a pet and have a dog here, but it's a bit difficult, I think, here in Seoul.
I know, and you're busy.
And you're busy. I would just feel so guilty.
All right.
진짜 큰 집 앞마당 뒷마당 있었으면 I would love to raise a pet, but you know, I feel like it's
guilty.
a bit guilty.
Not taking care of the animals, right?
But to each his own, I'm sure lots of people love to spoil their pets as well.
Right.
You see them in the malls, and people carry their birds at the malls too.
I know. And there's even 유모차 for dog.
They have strollers for their pets.
Right.
But yeah, in that same way, there's a lot of different words and expressions and even onomatopoeias for these animals. In English, we don't have that much.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, Korean tend not to use the straightforward expression. So maybe it's a safer option for them to use animals as a metaphor to describe some situation or personality.
Yeah, I bet it's the safer way to go about these difficult situations, so to say.
Yeah.
그러면 어떤 표현들이 있는지 한번 알아볼까요?
Yes, let's take a look. So first of all, let's take a look at some idiomatic phrase that, at least you can get the sense of what that means. So we have the expression at like a snail's pace.
Right, a snail's pace.
So everybody knows snail is very slow.
그렇죠.
So cars are moving at a snail pace. That means like 달팽이 속도로 아주 느리게 움직인다.
Right.
이런 뜻이고요. More undoubtedly, everyone can understand easily.
Right.
And there's another expression like busy as a bee.
Aha.
So bees are always busy. So
Right, very diligent little creatures, aren't they? You
that's true.
Getting pollen, serving their queen. My
Right,
goodness. And so we would say, you know, even a person could be a busy little bee.
Busy little bee.
Right. Nowadays, I'm as busy as a bee. 요즘에는 벌처럼 바쁘다라고도 쓸 수 있죠.
Yeah, it's like common expression we can use. And there is another expression using eagle.
You know what's funny? I always thought this was a Konglish term because we know, eagle eye.
Right.
But I just never knew this term because in English, I also don't know every single, you know, idiom or metaphor.
Maybe it's not frequently used.
Not to me, but other people, it can be.
Right. And actually in Korean, there's falcon's eye. We use it. 매 눈이다.
그렇죠.
So anything different today? And if you catch something different?
Oh no. It's the worst question. Does she look different? 염색?
Not really.
No.
I had my haircut a little bit.
머리를 묶었는데 어떻게 알아요? You tie your hair up. 그래도 머리는 맞췄잖아요.
True. At least.
Something about her hair.
Yeah. That's true. A little bit of like falcon's eyes, I can say. So 이 매의 눈이라는 표현은 한국어에서는 굉장히 많이 쓰이는 표현이라고 생각해요. 그래서 너 완전히 매 눈인데 이렇게 많이 쓰면 될 것 같아요.
So you have really sharp eyes. How did you catch that? You have eagle eyes. 그걸 또 어떻게 봤어? 매 눈.
Right. 완전 매 눈이다.
But then in English, it's eagle's eye. So 독수리 눈이네요. 영어로는.
Yes,
Interesting.
Okay.
Wild goose chase도 있네요.
It's wild goose chase. Definitely, it's hard to catch wild goose very like fast, and describe the expression that's when we say like futile attempts or like attempts that cannot be achieved easily. That is, used.
Okay,
for
so
that. Yeah.
소용없어.
Futile attempt.
Yeah. 하지마 소용없어. It's just a wild goose chase.
Right.
I see.
It's a wild goose chase.
야생의 거위.
사실은 야생 거위라기보다는 우리가 기러기라고 많이 얘기하죠. 한국어로.
I see. 기러기 아빠 할 때 그 기러기인가요?
맞아요.
Okay. Alright. 그런 거위를 잡으려고 하면 아무리
힘들고, it's hard to catch.
Here is a fun one. A wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, wolf in sheep's clothing. It's like a fairy tale story, but actually it came from the Bible.
Oh, did it?
You're right.
양의 탈을 쓴 늑대이죠.
맞아요. 그래서 when we describe person who look good but actually not, we say like he's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Is there a similar idiom like this in Korean? 있을 것 같은데요.
한국어로
무섭다. Just 무섭다. It's a bit scary. 못 믿겠어.
안과 밖이 다르다. 겉과 속이 다르다. 이렇게 표현할 것 같아요.
Yeah, right. The inside and outside is just different.
Different, totally different.
That's true. A wolf in sheep's clothing. So 안에는 늑대인데
맞아요.
밖에는 이제 얌전한 양처럼 보이는
가면을,
거죠.
아니면 가면 썼다. 이렇게도 많이 쓸 것 같아요.
That's right. What a facade. Just being fake, 가짜.
Right. Fake face.
There you go. 피디님께서 얌전한 고양이?
그것도 좋은 말이네요. 사실 얌전한 고양이가 부뚜막에 먼저 오른다. 이런 속담도 있거든요.
Yeah, there you go.
It looks very kind, but it's not inside.
비슷한 의미. There you go. 그렇다면 영어 동물 표현 중에서 한국말로는 잘 와닿지 않는 것들이 엄청 많을 것 같은데 한번 볼까요?
Yes, there is the expression. The word is your oyster.
세상은 너의 굴이다.
이게 사실은 한국어로 딱 와닿지는 않는 표현인데요.
사실 영어에도 말이 안 되는 얘기예요. The world is your oyster?
Oyster. And it's kind of hard to get the sense.
Right. It's just saying, the sky is your limit. 다 할 수 있기 때문에 선택권이 굉장히 많고.
Right. And there is another expression, famous one for Koreans. It actually came from the movie.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Forrest Gump.
그쵸.
And there's a phrase, word is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you will get until you open it.
맞아요.
So meaning that you have to try first.
Right. It's very tough because the world is your oyster 하면 선택권이 많기 때문에 어느 쪽으로 가야지? 어떤 선택을 해야 되지? Right? 그렇게 약간 it's a bit paralyzing.
Right, and that can be interpreted like that kind of expression. And there is also like interpretation that inside oyster there is pearl. Although it's a very rare chance.
Yeah, it's precious.
So once you open it, you will never know there is a pearl inside.
I see. I never looked at it that way.
Right.
근데 또 world is like a box of chocolate처럼 세상은 마치 초콜릿 박스 같아서 열어보기 전에는 무엇이 들어가 있는지는 모르잖아요.
맞습니다.
Yeah. And so is the oyster as well. 굴 열기 전에
진주가
있을지 없을지
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Right.
You gotta take that leap. 리스크를 조금 가져야 돼요.
맞아요.
It's gambling. Life is a gamble.
Gambling.
Yeah.
High risk, high return.
And there, hopefully.
Just like stock.
Yeah. But hold your horses.
All right. Hold horses.
이것도 참 많이 쓰는 표현인데요.
맞습니다. Actually, raining horses is like just calm down.
Right. Hold your horses. Keep your shirt on. It's like how do you 말 좀 잡아?
말 좀 잡아라고 예전에는 이제 말을 이제 땡겨가지고 말을 이제 와 이렇게 하면서 좀 이렇게 진정해 이렇게 멈추게 시켰었는데 그게 이제 지금까지 쓰이는 표현으로 보입니다.
Right. So if somebody is a bit too excited, 너무 흥분하면 김칫국부터 마시지 말고 hold your horses.
Right. Take a moment.
Yeah, right. Relax. 진정해.
The next expression is butterflies in the stomach. It's my favorite, actually.
Yeah. It feels good and bad at the same time.
Right. That's true. Like could be tickling inside. Imagine that you have butterfly inside your stomach.
It's a terrible feeling sometimes.
Right.
배 안에 납이 있다는 느낌으로 엄청 긴장될 때
맞아요. 울렁울렁하고 이럴
Right.
때도 맞아요.
또는 두근두근할 때도
맞아요.
Like if you see your 짝사랑 바로 옆에 있는데
설레.
맞아요.
이럴
설레는
때?
느낌.
맞아요.
를 쓸 수 있죠.
Actually, it's very hard for me to interpret 설레다, the word Korean. And
그러네요. 그 설레 is like nervous, but nervous은 긴장이 돼.
Right,
긴장
right.
느낌이 더 가깝고. 설레. I guess butterflies. I'm getting
Yes.
butterflies.
Yes, proper expression.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. 좋은 거 배웠네요.
Yes, for your first dating.
Absolutely.
First boyfriend.
한국어 표현 가기 전에
네.
한번 노래 듣고 let's absorb all of the things that we learned. But in the meantime, since we are talking about all these butterflies, let's take a listen to 볼빨간 사춘기 나비와 고양이. We're back here talking about all the English and Korean, I guess.
Expression, animal-related expression, right?
Interpretations are very different. 정말 달라. 다른데요. So we're talking about all these different animals from English to Korean. And now we want to take a look at some terms and expressions from Korean to English.
Right. So let's take a look at Korean expression related to animals. In Asia, we use dragon as a metaphor a lot. And it's hard to interpret actually because I'm not sure whether we can say dragon as an animal, but there is a lot, so let's take a look. So,
Sure. I think it's more like a mythical creature.
Right. And you should know a little bit about the background of story.
Absolutely.
Yes, there's something called imugi, a huge snake-shaped creature.
Okay.
And if it acquires crystal ball called 여의주, it can transform itself into dragon, which is more powerful and a fancy creature than 이무기. So when we say you became a dragon, like you became a dragon, when we say 너 용됐다, 이런 표현을 하면 이제 너 완전 성공했다, 달라졌다. 이런 표현으로 받아들일 수가 있습니다.
성공했다. So it's not like 성숙해졌다?
Not really different.
Okay.
You just became a little bit different, but in a good way.
In a good way. Okay, so you're succeeded,
Right.
completely different.
Different.
You made it.
You made a success. And we can say also, 너 용됐다 when your friend became prettier or you lose weight.
I see. So you're a completely different person.
Right.
Seems like it. Okay. Makeover.
Right, makeover. And 오랜만에 봤는데 완전 용됐는데? We can say that.
I see. 용됐다. That's a fun one.
Right.
용이 못 되면 어떻게 해요?
용이 못 되면 stay in like a river. Cannot become a dragon. Stay in 이무기 state.
Okay, so the 이무기 is supposed to turn into the 용, the dragon.
The dragon, right?
But if you can't, then you stay in this 이무기 state. Is it a baby dragon?
Babe, we cannot say it's dragon.
I
it's
see.
like
It's a reptile.
Right, a
small
snake,
reptile.
like
Snake,
huge
okay.
snake.
Okay.
Let's say, all right.
All right, so 용 못된 이무기라는 표현이 있는데요.
So just saying that it's just cannot become a dragon, stay in a 이무기 state. So it's kind of failure.
Oh, so you're just a failure.
그리고 여기서 이제 개천에서 용난다 하는 그런 속담도 있어요. 그래서 이 말은 이제 이무기는 원래 굉장히 큰 이제 강 같은 데서 살아야 되는데 개천에서 용이 났다. became very successful.
That's right. 그거 들어봤어요.
아, 들어봤어요?
So like if it's a small town, 누구도 들어보지 못한 촌에서 this up-and-coming person goes to who knows, Harvard Law School or Seoul University.
Right.
And then becomes the president of the United States.
Rise from humble families, something like that.
그러면 뭐라고 하죠?
이게 개천에서 용났다. You became a dragon from very small stream.
Right. 용 잡았다 같은 거 있나요?
용 잡았다? 잡았다는 많이는 안 쓰는 것 같아요.
Okay.
용 됐다.
땡 잡았다.
아, 땡 잡았다.
봉 잡았다.
아, 봉 잡았다. 이런 말을 쓰는데 용 잡았다는 많이는 안 쓴 것 같아요.
Sorry. All right. Well, let's take a look at some other terms, shall we?
Right, sure. 올챙이를 이용한 표현도 많습니다. tadpole, pollywog, because it became a frog.
Right. So is this the similar term as well?
Right. It's kind of a similar expression with a 이무기 or dragon.
Right.
So 개구리 올챙이적 생각을 못한다 하면은 이제 after you became successful, you never recall the past. That kind of, yeah, that's right.
So if you're proudful and arrogant, then you can say, hey, you don't remember your humble beginnings.
How soon we forget the bad old days.
That's right. Just because you're a frog doesn't mean, you were never a tadpole before.
Right.
You got to think of where we come from. 개구리,
올챙이적 생각 못한다. 맞아요. 그리고 뭐 햇병아리다. 아직.
Ooh, I don't know
이런
this
표현도
one.
있어요. 햇병아리 means chickling. Refers
병아리, that's
right. So refers to a person who just started its career.
Oh, okay. So 사회초년생도
맞아요.
Okay. A newbie to social world or the social life. You're just a little chick.
Right. Chickling. Yeah, that's right. Chickling.
Okay, a small chick.
Right, and there's another English expression that can be equivalent to chickling, like a cop writer.
Oh, a cup writer.
And fledgling reporter.
Okay, fledgling reporter.
Right. 네, 신참 기자. 이런 표현도 있습니다.
Wow, okay. 저도 모르는 영어 표현들이 굉장히 많네요.
네.
자란목을 하다. 같은 것도 있는데요.
맞습니다. When we think of like a turtle, we can say that turtle's neck is very short. So when we are very cold, we just shrink our neck. So we call it 자라목을 하다.
So when you say like, 왜 이렇게 자라목을 해? 그래서, 추워서 그래.
맞아요.
그런 느낌인가요?
너무 추워서 제가 이러고 있으면 아이고 자라목을 하고 그렇게 어딜 가니? 이런 식으로 이제 사용을 할 수가 있어요.
I see. Okay. Keep your back straight, like straighten up, Get out of your shell, maybe.
Get out of your shell.
Yeah.
That's great. 그리고 이제 뭐 이거는 다들 아실 것 같은데 이제 막 닭살 돋았다. 이런 표현도 이제 우리가 닭을 모티브로 해가지고 만든 표현이죠. 그래서 이제 소름이 돋아서 이제 오돌토돌하게 피부가 변하면 we say like 닭살 돋았다.
Right. So if you take a look at chicken skin, it's very bumpy.
Right.
And so that's how Korea calls goosebumps.
Goosebump, right.
영어로는 goose, 그 거위를 쓰죠.
맞습니다.
Black sheep에 대한 여러 가지도 있는데요.
맞습니다. 이제 black sheep, when we call black sheep, we call like 좀 골칫덩어리 아니면 말썽쟁이를 좀 말을 하는데요.
원래는 둘째가 black sheep이죠.
I'm the second oldest.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Usually that's like middle child. Middle
right.
kid is always the black sheep.
Yeah.
그런 stereotype도 있죠.
Right.
Interesting.
Right. Interesting.
다현님, I didn't know you were the black sheep.
No, I'm not.
Just kidding. 그럼 눈에 띄기도 하고 염색이 어려워서 값어치가 떨어지는 그런 내용인가요? What does that mean?
Because the color is black, it's hard to dye. And it can be used as a clothes. So the prices of black sheep is relatively low compared to white sheep.
Oh, I see. So 골칫덩어리 is what we call black sheep, and it's for this reason as well.
Right,
Oh,
right.
interesting.
And it's standing out, actually.
It does.
Among white sheep, right?
Unique.
They call it
we say?
unique, yeah, in a positive way.
Dark horse는
Yes.
어떤 의미일까요?
다크호스는 이제 it's opposite expression to black sheep. So 이제 어떤 분야에서 이제 좀 알려지지 않았거나 기대는 많이는 없었지만 사실은 능력이 굉장히 뛰어난 사람들을 볼 때 오, 다크호스다. 이런 말을 많이 합니다.
Right.
이 표현은 it's widely used in Korean actually. She's very dark horse.
아, 그래요?
많이 써요.
Dark horse. Actually, there's a song by Katy Perry with dark horse. 근데 저는 무슨 뜻인지 잘 몰랐거든요. 이런 뜻이었군요.
You became Korean.
Now I become Korean.
Becoming, right?
같이 배워보는 거죠.
맞아요. 맞습니다.
We're getting a message 3485님께서는 김다혜님 며칠 안 되신 것 같은데 얼굴도 이쁘고 말도 잘하시는 것 같아요. 화이팅! 이라고 보내주시는데요.
아이고 감사합니다. 얼굴이 보이나요?
Of course. 유튜브 라이브 스트리밍도 보이잖아요.
아 그렇구나.
팬이 벌써 생기셨네요.
아이고 너무 감사한 일입니다. 와.
Well, in any case, we are running out of time. 김대야님, 너무 예쁜 김대야님. 너무 감사했습니다. We'll have to see you again next week.
네, 감사합니다.
We'll leave you guys with a song. Here's the Cranberries, Animal Instinct.